That was a clip from the film The After Party. As you just saw there, one of the characters suffers a seizure. The Canadian Epilepsy Alliance has taken issue with the portrayal. They say it puts those living with seizures in a negative light. CTV has reached out to Netflix Canada as well as the production companies involved. We not receive a response, but we do want to talk now to Deirdre Floyd. She is the president of the Canadian Epilepsy Alliance, joining me this morning from Halifax. Good morning, Deirdre. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
So you've seen the film. What was it that you took issue with?
I haven't seen the full film, but I have seen the trailer. And how this came to our attention was that someone from Epilepsy Newfoundland and Labrador saw it, and they brought it to the attention of us as the Canadian Epilepsy Alliance, because there were posts on social media of individuals who had seen the film that took issue with how seizures were being portrayed in the film. So what we did is we did our own research, and we felt that we needed to speak out on behalf of those living with seizure disorders to correct some of the myths and misconceptions, because the work of the Canadian Epilepsy Alliance is to go out in communities across Canada and educate in schools and workplaces so that people understand more about living with a seizure disorder.
So what was it that people took offense to? And if you can clarify then where they went wrong in their portrayal, what does a real seizure look like?
Well, to start with, 1 in 100 people have epilepsy. There are actually over 40 different kinds of seizures. So usually in TV shows, they'll portray a generalized seizure because that's what the public identify with. In this particular film, what happened was that first aid for seizures was just totally ignored. The other factor was the issue of labeling someone as seizure boy. It's been our experience that people, have a difficult time enough dealing with their daily activities that, it becomes, they don't want to disclose that they have seizures. So the seizure first aid was just not even addressed in the film. And we reached out to Netflix as well as the Epilepsy Foundation of America, because when these issues happen, we like to work with the companies to rectify some of the issues that take place that are wrong.
Okay, so what would you like the message to be then for anyone who might be planning to watch this film, Deirdre?
Well, I mean, I'm certainly not opposed to freedom of speech. Everyone has the opportunity to do that in an artistic form, in any form. But what I'd like them to keep in mind is that not all portrayals on TV are accurate. The second thing is to be somewhat sensitive to those living with epilepsy. There are lots of individuals who lead healthy lives and their seizures are controlled. But for other individuals, it's not that easy. So I think the main message is that take it for what it's worth. If you see it as entertainment, which I personally don't, but if you do, then take it for what it's worth. But do your homework, and if you want credible resources, visit www.canadianepilepsyalliance.org. And I've been involved with other individuals in our group where we've actually produced segments that portray different types of seizures and appropriate first aid.
Okay, Deirdre Floyd, the president of the Canadian Epilepsy Alliance. Deirdre, thanks so much for your time. And again, CTV did try to get a comment from Netflix on this film, but that was not returned. Take care.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.